1558. My sister Jane was close to perfect, everything a 17-year-old noblewoman could hope to be. In addition to being beautiful, with her fair hair, white complexion, and large blue eyes, the same, we were told, as those of the aunt we'd never met, King Henry VIII's much-loved third wife, she was able to play several musical instruments, could sing sweetly, and learn any dance within minutes. She was also proficient in Latin and Greek, as well as Italian and French. But instead of being quiet and reserved, like our other studious sister Margaret, she had a lively wit and could hold a conversation on any subject. It was well known among my sisters and brothers that Jane could convince anyone of anything with her gentle voice and carefully chosen words. Everyone ended up agreeing with her without feeling they'd lost anything. Her presence at court dispelled any sadness there, and since her arrival, Queen Mary had been unwilling to tolerate her absence. It was only when Jane had become ill that the Queen had decided it was best for her to recover in the familiar surroundings of our home, Hanworth Place. But when she arrived in the courtyard in an impressive litter at the head of a large entourage, and I reached in and took her hand to help her out, I was mystified to see that she appeared in perfectly good health. She'd been smiling, but at my touch her face changed. Looking concerned, she lifted my hand and ran her fingers over it. "Catherine," she said reproachfully, "your hands are too rough again. You haven't been using the lotion I sent you." "What a greeting," I sighed, but good-naturedly. "After you've been away at court for 2 years." She stepped out and we both laughed, acknowledging that some things between us would never change. We were the closest of all our siblings, perhaps because I was little more than a year younger than her. But for all her wit and wisdom, she often failed to remember how very different we were, even in how we looked. My eyes were brown, as was my hair, which was straight, whereas hers curled naturally. My face was pleasant enough, but without her striking beauty. I played no musical instruments, could barely carry a tune, couldn't be bothered to learn to dance, had no interest in studies, and spoke and read only English. Most conversation seemed pointless to me. I liked thinking about things one could see the results of, and I was good at counting, managing expenses, and organising. The home my mother, the Duchess of Somerset, maintained within the vast buildings of Hanworth Place was complex and detailed, and provided me with ample opportunity to apply my skills. I took satisfaction in doing things for the entire household and planning for our future. I was ambitious for us, as was Jane. I withdrew my hand from her grasp and rubbed it with the other, as though attempting to soften it. I should have applied the lotion last night, since I knew you were coming, but I forgot. You wouldn't forget if you cared more. She laughed again. Out of the litter, she stretched, breathed in the sweet May air, and looked around fondly at the buildings.